Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Arrakis, aka Arizona, aka where I live, where it's currently 100 degrees and very little humidity, meaning it's a dry heat. So base has kind of worn down a little bit. Very little power, so I'm about to go out and get as much water, as many power cells as I can. And we'll see how that goes. Had somebody in the base when the power was down kind of looking around. I brought the shields up and he's like, hey, can I get out? I didn't actually know how to turn off the power to a base because I never actually had that goal in mind. Hey, I'm going to turn off the power everywhere. It was odd. We figured it out. I ended up deleting one of the ultimate fields just to let the guy out. Pretty funny though. Also very odd. As you can see, not much water left, but we've got our leader drones completely full, and we need to find a bunch of granite so that we can finish off the east side of the base, which as you can see is kind of a cliff right now. And I can't actually remember what else I was going to do. I believe I was going to construct something, but granite, important. Power cells, important. We need a lot of them. Because we don't need to wake up, as it were, to randos in the base. So let's make sure Mr. Buggy is as repaired as we possibly can get it. And then we'll head out. Wouldn't mind having a few upgrades at the end of the day, but we'll see. Okay. Let's have that out just in case we get surprise crazied. No fuel. There's a shocker for everyone, right? And do we have any fuel with us? We have one fuel cell. Let's see if we can't find another one in storage. We're a little bit behind here. Oh well, we'll see what happens, right? Maybe we run out of fuel and never get back again. Haha! Ramp of Doom time. All the way back to Granite Town. Because that's how we have fun. Really? Really, buddy? Alright, fine. We'll play that game. I didn't want to mess with you, but you decided to be nice. The kind with holes. We'll pick up all the fuel along the way that we can get. Because, you know, that's smart. That's what the smart people do. I'm not saying I'm smart, because that would be ludicrous. Who knows? Maybe this ends up being... Oh, man. Whoops. All the granite. I mean, if there were granite locally, and honestly, I haven't looked. That's the copper. I know we've got one node of granite up by our place, but yeah, it makes more sense just to drive down, really, grab a whole bunch, and then come back. Long drive, but that's okay. Kind of what we do. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that, I was messing around with Lumen, yesterday. See how that goes. Cause Skippy's no fun. Still a little Skippy. I love my illumination, especially in games like Satisfactory and things like that, but when we have to move around and do things at a high rate of speed, not so much fun. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Not the greatest. Yeah, okay. We're good. We'll make it. We hope. Not usually this Skippy, but that's okay. We'll make it, like I said. For a second there, I was like, what the heck is going on? Maybe we'll stop at the midway base and grab a couple fuel packs and empty it. I think we've pretty much eliminated that base, but I'm not 100% sure. Really need to upgrade into a Buggy Mark 4 or even Buggy Mark 5 at this point, because I'm beating the heck out of this Mark 3 and durability is starting to suffer. think we need to shut down probably Discord at this point. Apparently the kickers aren't seeing us right now. Really? Let me check that out. Yeah, we're on. Phew. Scared me for a moment there. I might need to close down something. We'll see. Bah! Silly rocks. What are you doing? Getting in my way like that. Was a little weird having to, the guy that was stuck in our base anyways was like, hey, you could just pull the battery or add me to your group. And I'm like, I'm not gonna add you to our group, our inventory here. And I don't really want to pull the battery, but hey, he suggested just blowing up a wall. So I did that and then rebuilt it. It was good times. I think I've done this route a few too many times, to be honest with you. Like a lot. Our I almost said midterm. What am I, a politician? Thanks for your vote. So our second base that we made, it's up here, just very basic, 2-floor little kind of hey how you doing type base, which still has power because I think we put 21 days or so in this guy. Let's see if I have any fuel left. I do. So I'm gonna take both mediums into my personal inventory. There's not much here that I need, to be honest with you. I don't want to take the stuff away from the people coming up in the group. Boy, this thing's gonna blow up at some point, and I'm gonna be like, oh god, why am I dead? Just, you know, quick top off here. Then we're back on the way. I mean, making new treads is probably a really good idea at this point. All right, off to Granite Town. After our little break-in. I'm not gonna call it Noob Town, but Noob Town. I probably need to make a rift run as well. But boy, that's some time investment. And we're not really light on crystal at the moment. At least last time I checked, somebody could have come through and used all of it. These things happen. We're taking the extremely safe route across Haga. Isn't that just a fun word? Haga. We'll hit the fuel cells here on the way back, but who we getting? We're gonna be full on the way back. A light in the darkness. Journey complete. Okay. Thanks. Didn't even know I was on that one. I'll have to figure out what that was in a second here. Oh, that's probably because I built the personal light, but that was yesterday. So why is it clearing today? Dune, the live beta. Alright, let's all say hello to Dave and wave, you know, so he feels friendly. And he's about, maybe? Wow, that's a very late. Hey Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. That's a very late Dave. For those of you who don't know, Dave is the word. Seeing as how I'm here, do I have anything left to turn in at I don't think so. Meanwhile, back on the granite, which I may or may not actually do the building later because that's probably going to be exceedingly boring. Just filling in the deck until it gets up to our Jeez, I'm just all over the place today. We'll probably fill up fairly quickly here. And we can get out of this zone. Get back to something cool, man. I'm probably gonna get jumped by little lobby things that are like, hey, you're in our territory, and I'm like, I don't care. You can't kill me. Boom. No more granite over there. I mean, it's probably granted that we're gonna have to go back a little bit more south, and now we're gonna have to deal with our friendly Harkonnen patrol to serve and kill, not really protect. That's not their job. And technically, is that the Harkonnen or is that the Sardaukar? Who knows? Oops. Is that granite? That is granite. Come here, granite. Just having a nice mellow day in the desert. Phoenix, I've heard, is practice for living on Arrakis. Minus the drinking your own sweat and you know what. La-di-da, slow buggy la-di-da. I don't want to go north. Stop making me go north. Also, reminder, drink water. It's good for you. There we go. Now I'm water drunk. Speaking of Harkonnen, there's one of their crazy janky anti-grav ships now. Seems to be turning south though, so we should be fine. Look at all that lovely granite. It's so amazing. I kind of hate that I have to come back and get it at the same time. I do like building, so... Maybe about halfway between these two we can get both, huh? Ended up having to do a copper run yesterday, which was a little odd because I hadn't had to do it in quite some time. Yay, granite. Oh, come on. Come on. The granite. It eludes me. Too far. Peaceful night on Arrakis. Let's keep it that way, huh? Little bit here will be done because we won't be able to fit any more in. And that's okay because we've got fuel cells for Mr. Base, who is very thirsty all the time. I'm very bad at the positioning today. Like, come on, man. Don't you want to get you some granite? See how that works out. Yeah. Taking all the granite from the area, which is probably not the most polite thing in the world. Because I can remember when I was low on granite and copper and things like that in this particular area. I should harvest all that water right there. Even though it's not the proper time of day. I really should. Come on, come on. There we go. Who doesn't love a little dew? Might be a poor harvest time, but at least I still get, you know, a couple extra, maybe liters. All right, so we're full. That's a good thing. You think I hear Harkonnen? Doesn't hurt to have more fuel cells. Even if we have a little bit less of the granite and don't finish off the deck this morning. That's fine, because I'll be doing more later this evening. That may or may not be on stream, more than likely off stream. But hey, at least you guys get to see the final product at some point, right? Harkonnen, let's take the chance. Gonna get bit. Get the hell out of here. It's like he's right on top of me. This particular Harkonnen route used to eat us about every day because our base was right here. Now, not so much. All right, we're back to base. That's good. Buggies always make the run just that little bit easier. Got a little turned around there. That's okay. We'll just go uphill a little bit. Get back on track. Hi, Dave. Yay, dead people. Man, I really am gonna have to just go on a run. Probably because I don't know what I'm doing in this game just yet, still. I'm an Arakanoob. I'm gonna have to get up to the base, figure out how much fuel we need for 21 days, and then consistently make sure I come home every time with fuel cells, because for whatever reason, our base in Aluminum Town both has more generators, so more power, and more storage and uses less power. It seems like, anyways. I'm sure there's a point at which I will finally not have to worry about it too much. But right now it seems like every time I log in, it's like, oh god, we're out of fuel. And today, you know, some weirdo plucking around in the base drove up our ramp in his buggy. Yes, weirdness occurs. Okay, Harkonnen. I know his path. He's gonna turn right, or turn north. And then I'll be fine. By the time I get over there anyways. Hi, Dave. There he goes. See? Turning up north. That's how many times I've done this, you guys. I'm telling you, Chad. Whoo-hoo! That was a little close, huh? Hey there, Luther. Let's not lose everything in that moment. Hey there, Lyra. How you doing? Good to see you. Harkonnen on our right, and of course there's a sandstorm incoming directly in front of us, so maybe our mid base will be going well, thanks. Don't be a bot. Don't be that person. Let's see. Derp, derp. Yeah, looks like we'll make it in before the sandstorm. That's fine. At least to mid-base. And we'll chill here for a minute. Till it passes. Dune Awakening. Suppose we probably ought to do a few little repairs while we're here. If you haven't told, I'm kind of obsessive about it. I haven't figured that out yet. Lost a few too many vehicles to just kind of chilling out and not paying attention, really. $1,200 out. Maybe we watch it come in, huh? Kind of passing slightly to my my southwest. Much scarier when you're not inside a base when this happens, but here we go. Whiteout City, there you go. Satisfactory, mainly. Age of Empires sometimes. One of my streaming partners also plays Palia. How about you? What do you like to play? Huh. Come on, man. Get in the vehicle. There we go. Off to the main base. Or at least main base for a week or so. Yeah, I actually do play a lot of simulation-based games as well. ETS, ATS, flight simulators and such. I just don't stream them. Had a long streak with Farm Sim for a while. If it has to do with anything about improving my stream or graphics or anything, no. Otherwise, yes. Yep, you're a bot. Zero tolerance. Here we go, on our way back up again. That was fun, wasn't it? I got suckered into that one, but you know, we're good. The Ben Hammer. Where am I? That reminds me, I need to mute that so that you guys don't hear it. All right, all the way up the hill to the base. Maybe a little bit of work on the porch, the deck. Whatever you want to call it. Might go shoot some guys, drink their water, you know, do the friendly neighbor thing. Next turn is my turn. This is actually really skippy. Somewhat surprised, to be honest. Usually my gameplay is pretty smooth. I don't know if y'all are seeing that, but I sure am. Running on fumes. Yeah, I guess I am. Probably ought to. Not now, buddy. And here we are. Home sweet, power is gone. Home. Isn't that wonderful? At least I brought the right buggy that time. Last time I brought down the lower end deal. Spent twice as long there. Let's fill up some stuff. Wow. Oh yeah, I probably ought to pull it out of the buggy first, huh? We use this one. Nope. That one work. All that work and I, didn't. Well, let's get power up first and then we'll worry about storage movements. A full day? Well, that's exciting. So unorganized as yet. $300. We're gonna be, we're gonna have a lot of power cells in here by the time we're done. I mean, I may as well spend the time doing this, even though it's a pain in the butt. Three days right now seems like a lot. Seems like a lot, especially when your mouse goes dead. 103 degrees here in Anthem, Arizona. I suspect that Mr. Mike down there is probably hitting about 106 right now. For those of you who wonder, how the heck do you deal with that? Well, the answer is air conditioning, pools, that sort of thing. I gotta find... You know what, maybe I can just one down here. Really want to get those aluminum ingots fixed today, because that would be friggin' lovely. There we go. Whole bunch of power, so that was successful. And now we need to put all that damn granite somewhere. I wonder if I can make enough aluminum ingots to build a circuit for that. We probably don't have a ton of water to do it with right now. That'll be the problem. 115? I think that's actually enough, now that I think about it. That's enough for 2 of them, although we only have 8 silicon blocks right now. So let's go ahead and build some aluminum ingots, because then we can have our gigantic. We'll do that. See if we can make any silicon blocks. Hopefully we can make 8 of them. We can make 1. Because that flower sand, and I don't know why I have a huge problem when I go get flower sand, because for some reason I get eaten every time. And everyone else in this guild is like, I just, you know, ran over there 20 times. Okay. So if we're at 37, so we're not far away, so I probably ought to just wait for that to although that seems a little slow. Why is it so slow? Is the storage full? No. It does take a while to make aluminum ingots, at least at our level. And that's okay. May as well put more in, right? Taxes in 3 days at 3,000, which means it's 6,000 because we have a base. That's fine. That's okay. We'll deal with it. Good times are ahead. And I 100% need to drink some water. I'm always forgetting, and everybody laughs at me because of it. I'm all harvesting a bunch of stuff, and it's like, you're dead. You want to start into the desert, or, you know, or you're just plain dumbass. Probably need some lighting in here at some point. It gets a bit dark. But I have not picked up, what is it, the Atreides? It gives you the cool kind of like bulb lights at the top. Or LED lights, or whatever they are. At least I don't think I have them. Yeah, I just have the charm stuff. We'll mess with that later. Is there anything I can build that I haven't built in the base? I mean, if I had silicon blocks, I'd put in another medium water cistern because I have a lot of them. 2 more aluminums till we finally get that guy right there, which isn't the biggest, but for us, it's pretty nice. I kind of do want to put down the lights, though. As soon as that's built, I'm going to put all the granite into it. And then we're going to go build the shelf, I think, because it's not that bad to do that. Well, at least a couple layers of it. I'm sure we won't be able to finish it off. Though if we could, that'd be awesome. Who knows? Maybe we'll make like a little garden out there or something. I have no idea. Eventually, it's so that we can expand the garage on level 2 and put Ornithopters in for everyone. We have about 5 people who play together. Hopefully soon 6 if we can convince the better half to play. Gonna get up to 109 here. Yeesh. Oof. Cray cray. What was it? 0. There we go. Little personal, like, because it's personal. Look at that beautiful big storage thing. I'm excited. Although we have no more silicon blocks, so let's put this on circuit 2. And then output this guy to circuit 2. Or sorry, input circuit 2. And that'll be fine on circuit 2. We think. We hope. Go output to circuit 1 though so that we can use everything. Alright. Buggy. Other buggy. You gotta love the bigger storage devices because, well, look. Haven't even gotten to half the capacity of that thing yet. Smexy. Turn that off. And I hope I wore my belt because I don't want to walk. All right. Let's do some things. Hopefully, the others playing are happy with our sort of blob of a base here, which is fine. It's not going to be our final base, so just needs to be functional. It helps also if it makes for a sniper porch for the NPCs over there. The mobs, whatever you want to call them. I guess mobs is better because non-player character, and I suppose infers that you're actually going to interact with them with something other than a bullet or a sword. Normally, I'd kind of get into designing a base or what have you, a homestead or whatever it is we're doing. But as I said, this really just needs to be functional and have enough parking space for everybody's stuff. So further plans include a, not a sand crawler, but a buggy upgrade, which isn't super easy from where we're at, given that I need to get up to either a 4 or 5 chassis. There's just a lot of moving parts every time you make new vehicles. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not that complicated. It's the gathering of some resources that becomes difficult. Because, you know, you're flying solo most of the time. Which is fine. I like doing things for other people. At least as long as, you know, we're all moving in the same direction. That is all that matters. I'm sure everybody knows those people in multiplayer games who come in and maybe like once a week, once every other week, and they're like, what are we doing? And you're like, well, you're catching up, buddy. That's your job right now. the less I have to do when people are on and playing with me, the better, because I'd rather go out and do things when folks are with me than have to be like, oh, hey, you're going to go build the deck out there. Have fun. I was going to put some rails up on the top of our ramp too, so that the less manually inclined in our group here can drive up without falling off. Because, you know, that's a good thing. Oh, come on. I mean, it's almost done. Pain in the butt, but almost done. Already blown through almost a 1,000 granite here, which is fine. Likely we'll get we'll have people that are probably not all fans of Atreides, but we'll probably get the Atreides building set fairly soon. And then be time to do it all over again. Won't that be fun? I don't actually mind doing this. It's kind of brain dead. It's kind of, you know, What I do wish I could do is once you've built like a block structure here with your foundations, you could go underneath and then, you know, delete to create rooms. But that is unfortunately not part of the Arrakis experience. Talk about an expensive thing. I mean, relatively in the game it's not, but like the extenders, the horizontal and vertical extenders, 15K a pop. Just to make your base a little bit bigger. And I'm not even sure if they include being water sealed. Might just be sheltered. I'm not sure. We really are blowing through that granite doing this. But we can see the end right there, folks. Layer 4 from here. What happened to our music? Odd. There is no music. That's why. Let's fix that, shall we? Odd. There we go. Not so weird now, huh? Remember, Luther, to drink your water, or Arrakis will kill you. Can you imagine, like, the Fremen mothers on Arrakis? They'd be like, listen, I know you don't like your water, little Timmy, but you have two choices. And it's really not up to me which one you take. But if you don't drink your water, you're gonna die. It won't be the worm that gets you. You'll just, you know, dry up and become a desiccated husk. And we'll drink you. We'll remember you. But we will drink your water. I'm very glad that this is almost over. Because then I can extend our main base and the garage. So I'll probably go do something else in the short term. We might even be able to range on some of those guys over there. We'll see. Maybe if we get a, I doubt it, maybe if we get a horizontal staker. We can scooch the base on over there. We can definitely snipe those two guys down at that, I don't know what that would have been, a lighthouse looking thing. Looks like it's gonna be just about 2,000 granite to finish this thing off. Good thing we got 5, huh? So close. And there it is. getting there. Are we all excited yet? Is anybody else excited to see this roof done? I am. But that's because I feel like I've been doing it for an hour. I haven't. It's only been 15 minutes since we started the build up to the porch here. I am interested to see if we get water sealed or just sheltered. There's the sheltered right there. Unsheltered. I'm water sealed. Is that because I'm inside the... Okay, so that answers that question. Water shielding happens even with the extenders. That's cool. Now we can... Phenomenal. I bet that looks great with lumen. I do not have lumen turned on, but it tends to sharpen things up, makes things a little bit more pretty. This is a big room now. This is a really big room. I wonder if I shouldn't Holtzman out the end of it, just for the heck of it. I kind of feel like the answer is yes. Like, let's make that kind of cool. Because we can. Oh, a pentashield. I guess that's what it's called. I always call it a Holtzman, but you know I'm silly like that. Whoops, need to do one more. I don't think we can actually connect it to the edge, can we? Clink. Clink. I guess we could. Phenomenal. Do we have enough, I mean... I think that looks pretty cool, actually. I'm into it. We should have a roof here, right? Yeah, I thought that might happen. But we might be able to do a crazy amount of Holtzman here. That's called falling. With grace and style, of course, because, you know. Why did that one fall apart? We'll worry about it in a minute. Good times are indeed ahead. I just have this kind of obsession with getting our bases sorted. There we go. Stability exists. Put a Pentashield up here. Right there. We have plenty of landing space. Plenty of parking for our people. Super exciting. And that is a good place to finish, I think, for the day, at least as far as streaming goes. So for those of you tuned in, thank you very much. We appreciate you more than you will ever know. You guys are all rock stars. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.